You know, the media, in essence, has been really making a big thing about the last of the pennies, the last of the Lincoln cents. But what's been kind of lost in the wash, if you will, is the fact that the Mint made another announcement kind of right after that, saying, oh, by the way, John F. Kennedy isn't going to be on the $50 next year. By the way, the presidential seal isn't going to be on the $50 next year. I mean, we've just called it the Kennedy half for so long, it's just the Kennedy half. Well, now it's just the half, I guess, just a $50. And I get that. Next year is the semi-quincentennial, the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Obviously, it's going to be a big thing. They're going to have special $50 and dimes and nickels and quarters and halves and everything special next year. But Kennedy's off the $50. So it's the end of the Kennedy $50 as we know it. Well, the Kennedy $50 started here in 1964. And what I was just able to get, and it's kind of interesting, you know, it's interesting what becomes available. Because when you look at vintage coins, I mean, they were made a long time ago. I mean, this coin was made 60 years ago. All right? So, I mean, it's not like you can just wait and get more. There just has to be some surface. And what we're able to do is buy a very nice deal from another dealer who happened to need the cash. That's oftentimes the case when we get these great deals, because it's not so easy to put these together, is a bunch of original uncirculated first year of issue Kennedy $50. Now, that's going to be collectible for a lot of different reasons. I mean, one of the number one reasons is the fact with the end of the Kennedy $50, everybody wants the 2025s, and they're going to want the 1964s. The 2025s, by the by, you can go to csnmint.com and you can pick up a roll of those. They're going to be a little bit less than the 1964s, the first year of issue, for several reasons. First off, it's 60 years old for the 1964. But the second biggest reason is the fact that these are made out of silver. And as a matter of fact, these are the only Kennedy $50 that were made for circulation the first year of issue that they did in 90% silver. So they did a 900 fine silver. So same as a silver dollar, you know, the older $50, the Franklin $50, Walking Liberty $50, same as all those. Now here's the situation. So I have these coins, and I have a single one for $24.95. Now keep in mind that the silver value is, well, just the silver, just the melt value is over half the $24.95. Just the melt value. So, I mean, that's the backdrop. I mean, that's the floor of this in terms of value. But now you have to add in the fact it's the first of the Kennedy $50. And now it's the first of the Kennedy $50 that is now ended. This design is done, gone, and over. And so everybody's going to want, like I said, 1964, 2025. Well, the 64s are going to be harder to get than the 2025s. They made more 64s, but they've been melted down, viciously melted down over the years, because they were changed for so long. And then as silver hit, and now as we're at a 15, almost 20-year high right now for silver. And when it hits those, these are the things that go into the smelters. Now, generally speaking, the original uncirculated coins escape the smelter, although not always. So just the silver value, like I said, is the significant part of the value. However, I went out and looked because this has significant numismatic value. Before I show you this, I'm going to grab this coin if you don't mind, guys. Can we do this? Getting close there? I want you to show you the luster. That coin's 60 years old. That coin is 60 years old. Look at that. Absolutely, positively stunning, brilliant, uncirculated. Stunning, uncirculated. That's a nice BU coin right there. That's a nice BU coin right there. So that's what we're looking at. So I went in a nationally advertised catalog, and here they have it on special. And understand, they probably put this on special before we got the information about their, ending the Kennedy $50. So I got their price here at $55. $55, right there. $55.76. $55.76. We're less than half price. We are less than half price. Now here's the crazy part. This is where we're really getting kind of crazy. So here I did 20 of them, so you get 20 of them, and their price is $1,115.20. $1,115.20. That's what you see at the bottom of your show. Put that right there. So $1,115 or $389.95. And normally I try to go, we're going to go $379, $399, but on this particular deal, because of the thing that we got, I wanted to get the absolute best price. I wanted to squeeze as much value as I could into this opportunity that you have right here. And to do that, I got to $389. That's an unusual price for us. Like I said, we're usually like $349 or $399. But at $399, I wanted to squeeze that extra $10 of value out there for you. So now at $389, you're saving what? Over $700 off retail. Over $700. So you've got this significant, incredibly significant silver component in the roll of 20 that you're going to have right there in the roll of 20. And like I said, these are like original roll Kennedy half dollars. These are like original roll 1964 Kennedy half dollars. And so when you get the roll, you get the full roll of 20. It's going to look like this. There's the front of it. There's the side of it that you're going to see. So it's going to come. I took these coins right out of that roll right there, and that's where how it's going to come to you in that specialized Kennedy half dollar. 20 coins in a roll, by the way. So 20 coins in a roll. So when you buy the roll, so you're $24.95 for a single coin. So understand you're $19.50. $19.50 when you buy the roll. That's right, $19.50 when you buy the roll on these. And so that is a stunning opportunity given the amount of silver that you're going to get. And with silver going absolutely positively crazy, what a great way to own silver in an original United States government 90% silver coin. People always worry about, if you stack silver, if you put silver away, the transactable nature of silver. Well, this is a perfect transactable size. It's fun to own it. 10-ounce bars, 100-ounce bars, 1,000-ounce bars, kilo bars. But when it comes down to the nuts and bolts, if you have to use silver, how about a size that has literally been transactional, the half dollar for hundreds of years here. And it has the basis of the silver behind it. It is the only year of the Kennedy half dollar that is, in essence, what we call solid silver. 90% silver is what they have with this. All the other Kennedys from 65 to 70 are 40% silver, and then after 1970, there's no silver in the Kennedy half dollars except for the special proof coins. And that started in 92 again. They started making silver proof Kennedy half. Those can run to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars a piece. So in terms of just the story, the fact that we just found out that they're ending the Kennedy half dollar, and like I said, very few people know about this. As this becomes more, kind of story gets out there a little bit more, people are going to want to, of course, collect the 2025s, the last year of issue of this design Kennedy half dollar that you have, because Kennedy's not on the half dollar next year, and neither's the presidential seal. So when you get the last one, you can go to csnmint.com to get those as well. But then the next thing is they're going to go back and get the first one. Now, the first ones, of course, are more expensive, and they're much more difficult to get in brilliant uncirculated condition because most of them went into circulation. And so these are original brilliant uncirculated coins, and they're silver as well. 1964, like I said, catalog value $55.76. $55.76. We have the individual coin at $24.95, or, like I said, or $1,115.20 that you can get for $389, save over $700. You can almost do 3 for 1. You can almost do 3 for 1 on this in terms of nationally advertised price. So you're basically kind of paying for the silver in this, and you get that brilliant uncirculated extra bit at kind of no additional cost or charge. So last year of issue of the Kennedys in silver at incredible pricing. Understand only what we have in stock can we sell at this price because of the volatile nature of silver. Get in while silver is still affordable, very limited. Pick up the phone, get yours today.